Hello YouTube, this is Love0Me0Hate here. Coming at you with a domination match where I go 39-6. You'll be watching this and you'll see that I don't really play for the objective, but I was looking for a commentary to be a little bit longer than normal because team deathmatch normally lasts around 6 minutes, and I was looking for about a 10-minute video because I wanted to try and make a video with tips in it for you guys. I have a bunch of shit listed down that I want to try to get out there. It's one of those more of do what I say and not as I do, because I don't follow everything I tell you to do. And also, I'm not saying that by following all these tips you're going to be getting Moabs every match, because I myself still haven't got a Moab. So, but this should definitely improve your KD, especially if you consistently follow these. So, in this match, I'll talk about the match briefly. I'm using a P90. It's a 39-6 on Domination, which isn't exceptional. It's an alright match. It lasts about 10 minutes, and I'm using the P90 with Predator Reaper, Pavelow, and also the Stinger, using kind of like a rush class without extreme conditioning, because I'm starting to feel that extreme conditioning isn't really worth using all that much. I mean, in Domination it's somewhat useful, but in Team Deathmatch, which is what I typically play, it's not all that useful. It'll get you from point A to point B faster, so for, yes, Domination, it would be a little bit better, but still I feel that Sleight of Hand is a much better perk overall, and it would help you out way more than extreme conditioning. But typically I'll use extreme conditioning for search and destroy when I'd want to try to rush and surprise the opposing team. Okay, so now let's see, let me go on my list and see what I have for you guys. Okay, first tip I'm going to give you is to check your corners. Now, I say this and you'll see that I don't always check corners, and possibly see from other videos that I post up where I get killed by campers in corners, because when you're going a million miles a minute, or however that term is, where you're just running around trying to kill everyone you can, you'll happen to run across the corner, and it's happened to me countless times where I'll have run past a corner, and I'll think in my head to check that corner, and by the time I actually get through that corner, I'll say, no, I need to get here. I'll see someone on the radar, I'll be like, I need to get there now. There's like 3 people over there. I can flank them and kill them. I'll avoid that one corner, and I won't look that way, and that'll be the corner that there's a camper in. And it's happened in previous videos, ruined my kill streak at like 12 or 13, and it's frustrating. So don't be like me, check every corner, and you don't have to check it long, but when you check it, make sure you're actually checking it and you're not just going through the motions of looking that way to see if anyone's there. Because I'm sure that you know already that people love to camp. Even in this match, in this game, in Black Ops it was a lot more prevalent, but in this game it's also a big factor. And I've seen it countless times, like I said, where you'll run past a corner and there'll be that one guy, the one guy that always gets you, and that's what I've been suffering from lately. Okay, my next tip would be know your range. Each weapon has a specific range that you want to abide by, because trying to kill someone with a P90 from a long distance is not recommended. It's just inconsistent. You have to burst fire, and if they manage to move, it just makes your life so much more difficult. So that's why I typically, unless I decide that I actually want to keep the Stinger because the other team may be putting up air support and I need to take it down, I will try to pick up an assault rifle. You can pick up a sniper, but it has much less usefulness, in my opinion. I mean, if they're trying to snipe, you can try to snipe them back. But the thing is, if you miss, I mean, if you're one of those hardcore quick scoper guys, then yes, definitely pick it up and get those kills. Because I've seen talented people before quick scope like that. But honestly, I just prefer to use an assault rifle. So if I see like a G36C or an ACR on the ground, I'll typically pick it up as my secondary. So that way I have a backup. Otherwise, from the Stinger, because countless times I've pulled that out and got killed trying to use the Stinger to kill somebody. But anyways, the ACR is definitely, you'll get into a point when you're into a match and they won't be there anymore. I'll say when I'm using a submachine gun, okay? I'll be using a submachine gun around close corners and in rooms, especially on this map, because it's all close quarter combat. So you want something that could output as much damage as possible in the shortest amount of time. And up close, that'd be a submachine gun, possibly a shotgun. Okay, or if you want FMG9s. But anyways, if you go into the more open part of the map, like the back of this map on Seatown, where people like to snipe, then yes, you would definitely want an assault rifle or a sniper rifle. So you want to know your range. You don't want to be stuck trying to snipe someone with a P90. You will definitely lose. And if you manage to win, it would have to take so long that someone else would manage to realize, hey, my teammate's being shot, and go over there and kill you. That's also happened to me, where I'll be trying to take shots and not get the kill, get a bunch of hit markers on the guy. He won't die, but I've taken so many shots that one of his teammates has realized that, hey, someone's shooting him, and run over there and help. So that's what I mean by know your range. Okay, so watch your corners, know your range, and also long range. I wouldn't really use a assault rifle around corners either, because it has a slower rate of fire. It's not as useful in close combat scenarios. You definitely don't want to run into someone using a PP90M1 around a corner. So that's my advice. Okay. The next advice I would give you is walk, don't run. And I say this, and you'll see me run this entire match. So I'm being so hypocritical right now. But I will say that unless you're used to running around a lot, you may go out there and you'll see someone on radar, run over there, and die. See someone on radar, run over there and die. And just consistently do that. And that's how you feed the other team. That's how you go 4-20. Is because you just keep running over there. And now, I'm not telling you to camp. I'm just telling you to slow it down. You wanna walk. You don't want to run. You want to focus while you're walking. And I'm not saying you have to scope in while you walk. Even though that, I mean, it's not as hard in this game because of Stalker Pro. But you definitely want to slow down your gameplay. You want to try to walk a lot more. And that right there will definitely give you an advantage over most everyone. If you run around the corner and you run into somebody, that's when quick draw comes into play, steady aim pro comes into play, or you have to draw your gun first. And if you have slow reaction time, then you are going to lose. That's why I'm definitely advising anyone listening to this, walk, do not run. Now, if you were to just walk around a corner slowly, just the fact that you're not running will give you a faster reaction time to pick up your gun, because then you don't have to end your sprint in order, and then you might get lucky, get a knife around a corner, but overall I would definitely say walking would be the most advisable approach. Anything, especially going around corners. Okay, so those are a couple of tips that I have. I still have a whole handful. I'm gonna put them in my next video and expend all of my knowledge. Not that I'm an incredible gamer, but any tips that I could potentially help you guys to get over 1.0 and up KD. So that's my advice for right now. I hope you guys subscribe, comment, just leave me a message on anything else that you want in particular, and hopefully I helped you out with this video. Thanks. Bye.